Yes, Barry's with me. Barry Treanor, you're
Thank
very
you, Rowan.
welcome.
Thanks
A
very
good
much,
solid meadow man, as I am myself. And Barry is doing a lot of work in Kidway, in Zambia, with street children. We're extending the program that little bit today. We've already done the Michael Gilson and bit in the repeat of the news hub there. But Michael will be back on again later when the program is re-streamed out again. But Barry's with me now, primarily because we want to talk about his event on Sunday at Greengate?
Whitegates.
At Whitegate. At Whitegates.
Yeah.
It's the annual sale of CDs and the like in order to promote his project in Kidway in Zambia, where he goes to look after the street children. Now, the additional thing with Barry is going to have a chapter in my book, Caritas et Amor, in the Footsteps of Love. And the book's coming out, it's with the publishers at the moment. It's coming out at the end of July. Caritas et Amor, promo. You can Google the promo and see it. And Barry is going to be in that book telling the story of Kidway. And we hope that it will certainly register for all the time to come, the work that's been done there, the important work that's been done there, and it may also lead to more funding for the project, which is very needed. So we're going to play now for you, for Barry, he hasn't seen it yet, my promo for the book, done by George Kingsnorth of Gullion Media. And this is it now, and then Barry, we'll put a few things in context before we bid you farewell. Andrew, the Caritas et Amor in the Footsteps of Love. This is an autumnal place, even in the brightest blue sky days of high summer. Summers that hold the heat of memory for the men who have come here in retirement from their missionary work in Africa. My book, 10 years in the making, written in theatre, in the cauldron of missionary endeavour in Africa and India, and stands as an homage to the men and women I have known who have reached out from Ireland. Ubi caritas et amor, Deus ibi est. Where charity and love are, there is God. Families are important in the interior of northern Nigeria. Farming families who live together within the stockade. Each little unit with its own mud hut home and dried straw roof. From great-grandfather right down to the new babies of this family clan, they're all here. We arrive and we're welcomed. He wants you to come and see his twins, Father Donal of the SMA tells me. We walk through the compound and along the side of the mud hut home to the front door. A hole in the wall, really. The lady, young and beautiful, sits there on the ground, shaded from the afternoon heat of the African sun. The lady's legs are folded under her, and she wears the fine colours of her tribe. The little bundle is folded lovingly on her lap. She folds back the cloth. It's done with great gentleness and much care. And there they are, a week old, born prematurely, tiny duck egg-sized creatures of new humanity, sentient beings, beautiful and thriving in the very heart of their Africa. And here at their home place in Ireland, the names of the missionary fathers of yesteryear are etched and remembered. There are the burbling conversations of the family owners of this nighttime restaurant on the streets of Chennai. Men arrive on smart motorbikes, often with a beautiful lady perched side saddle on the back, with the wind whipping her brightly coloured sari tightly around her slender body, sequins like diamonds and sapphires in the lamplight. There are shimmering reds and greens and blues amid the gold on the white silk. The young father lies in his full vestments in the glass coffin. His stole is purple with the gold design of his beliefs braided into the fabric. Beautiful people of India surround and cry uncontrollably. Father Jerome, just 33, has taken his own life by hanging. Suddenly I'm back to the reality of my travelling. Donal is crouched over the wheel and we are in mid-air, still at the same speed as when on the road. The track has fallen away and we are between heaven and hell. I grab the handhold above the passenger door. My left hand is holding onto the dash. Hold on, we're going to crash, warns my driver, priest. And crash we do. The front of the pickup drops out of the sky and we land on two wheels, the two left wheels, front and back, and then there's silence. Are you all right, mate? I call to Donal. His head is down on the wheel, I think unconsciousness and a broken neck to be on the cards. Don't move, just tell me if you have movement in your arms and legs. I have, I think it's all right. How are the lads in the back? Suddenly, they're pulling the door open. Father, are you together in the one body? Are you alive? We're okay, and the stuff is still with us. Good. God is good, Father, and he's looked after us today. Lagos, Nigeria on a mid-February night is black and threatening. NEPA, the Nigerian Electric Power Authority, has gone again, and the thousands of keepers of little stalls at the side of the main road have lit crude lamps to illuminate the darkness of the night. Think of the film Apocalypse Now, and you come close to a European's vision of Lagos on a night like this. The voyage continues, in Ireland, in Africa, and in India. The book is ready. To pre-order, please contact ourhand@hotmail.co.uk or george@gullionmedia.co.uk. Caritas et Amor, charity, love, and God. The book is created in the service of the men and women of Ireland's outreach to a needy world, for the fathers of the Society of African Missions and the sisters of Our Lady of the Apostles. There we have it, and all the words you heard there are excerpts from the book, Caritas et Amor, in the Footsteps of Love. That's the old Tese chant.
Yes.
You know, what is it? Ubi caritas et amor, Deus ibi est. You know, that's where charity and love are, there you find God.
Yes.
I have that on my headstone. That's what it's going to be in the headstone.
Very
when
good.
I go. So that's Barry will be in that book. He's got a chapter. You're happy to be in it, are you?
Yes, yeah. Oh, it's a privilege to be in it, Ron.
It's
fantastic.
a privilege to have you because you are the ambassador for the children, the street children of Kidway in Zambia. And maybe you just remind the people of what you've been doing there.
Going out. I spent 2011 in Kitwe, and I've been going out there since 2008. Most recent visit was last year in October and November. It's going out to work with kids who live on the street. They're on the street for various reasons. Family have passed away, parents aren't there anymore, there's not enough food at home, there's abuse at home, all the reasons, Rowan, that you can imagine, and they're on the street. Kids travel from the Congo, from Botswana, from Zimbabwe. They seem to congregate and end up in Kitwe. And I mean, you could just imagine there's babies living on the street, there's nobody taking care of them. So all the bad things that you can think of happen to them. So the project that we started up with Friends of Africa, and it's Friends of the Street
Friends
Children.
of Africa, born out in Drummondine.
Born out in
SMA
Drummondine,
fathers.
yep. That was born out of young people who attended camps out there who didn't want to go into the priesthood, but still wanted to experience mission in Africa. That's where that came from. So that's who I went out with, and that's who I have ties with.
So you, those hands have lifted children from the streets of Kidway.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's as basic as going out on the street day and night. You're finding children, you're taking them to the project, you're finding out why they're on the street. The project, you know, gives them medical aid, it educates them, it feeds them, it clothes them. I mean, you're surrogate be your parents to these kids. There's hundreds, there's thousands of these children living on the street. There's no welfare state over there, as you know, Rowan. There's no benefit system. So you're hoping that NGOs, non-government organisations that are set up, and a lot of them can't survive without the funding from here in Ireland and the UK.
And you are making a difference.
Well, it is. The project's making a difference. I always say it's easy for me. I get to go out and come back home and live in the lap of luxury here. But, you know, people are out there. There's really good people, local people in Kitway, workers who do it. They do it for pittance. They don't get paid a lot. Some of them don't get paid at all. But they do it because it's just in them to do it and to help these children.
Well, it's in you as well, because I knew your grandfather, Willie Treanor.
Yeah.
He was your grandfather?
He was, yeah.
In the meadow?
Yeah.
I lived in Derrybeg Drive. He lived in Sleevegullion Road. And it's, I wrote about it in my column, about his goodness, because at Christmas time, no one in the neighbourhood close to Willie would ever have been in need, because he kept an eye on things. He did. So this is a genuine man out there doing a remarkable job. And you can help a little bit this coming weekend with Barry. And it's the annual sale of CDs and DVDs.
CDs, DVDs, books, toys, just whatever in general. It's on in Whitegates in the Meadow and Armour Road Community Centre this Sunday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And even if they don't want to come down and spend money, there's tea and coffee and biscuits and stuff. Come down and have a crack, and there'll hopefully be photos up and things like that, and maybe have a chat and let people know more about the project.
So that's Sunday.
Yep.
Time?
2 o'clock.
Where?
Down in Whitegates Community Centre in the Meadow.
Whitegates Community Centre in the Meadow. We want people to be there.
Yeah, if they can, that would be great.
We'd love you to go there, and we'll see you there. And so I'll be in Cork. I won't see you. I have to go to Cork this weekend. But we wish you well.
Rowan,
take
thanks.
care.
Could I just give a quick thank you to St Mary's High School and St Joseph's Boys High School. You know those two
wonderful
schools,
yeah.
And their principals and staff and pupils and parents for helping out with the project over the past year or so. They've been amazing.
Margot and Mr. Mallon, they're up at Margaret Cosgrove.
And Teresa Kearney and St
Mary's.
Brilliant. Mrs.
Well.
McGuigan and St. Joseph's as well
Good
for doing
people.
coffee mornings. Brilliant people.
Good people all, I tell you. And thank you for coming
Thank you very much, Rowan.
Not at all. So that's us at the end. If you don't forget, if you wanted more details on the book, that promo, you can access the promo for yourselves on the Google thingamajiggery. You simply Google in Caritas et Amor promo, and you'll see all about it. And do please buy the book at the end of July when it comes out. All monies, the totality of the money is going to the project. Okay, take care, all the best, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. God willing, I will see you again on Monday morning. Take care.